As part of our previous classes, we have discussed about SAP SD overview, SAP SD organizational structure, or SAP SD enterprise structure. And then we have discussed about all the document type configurations, and also we discussed about configuration of item categories, configuration of the schedule line categories, and also we discussed about the master data elements in SAP SD. When I say the master data elements, customer master we have discussed, material master we have discussed, and we also discussed about customer material information record. So let me repeat what we discussed so far. We have discussed about SAP SD overview, and then we have discussed about organizational structure, and then we also discussed about SAP SD master data, and after that we have discussed about configuration of sales document type, configuration of item category, configuration of schedule line category, configuration of delivery document type, configuration of delivery item category, and the configuration of billing document type. So these are the configurations we have discussed so far. And also a couple of times we have discussed about the sales order creation process, and especially in the previous class, what we did, we tried to understand in the previous class, we tried to understand we try to understand how the system performs, different functions, during the sales order process, or what functions we discussed about what functions are performed by the system during the sales order process. So this is what we discussed in the previous class. So based on the previous class, we understood that when we create a sales order, when we execute the sales order, what functions will be performed by the system? The system performs a function called pricing procedure or pricing determination. System performs a function called pricing procedure or pricing determination. And also system performs incompletion process or incompletion procedure. So you know that pricing procedure or the pricing determination means when we execute the sales order, system will take the responsibility of assigning the prices. System will take the responsibility of assigning the prices to the product in the sales order. So that the assignment of prices to the product in the sales order, or assignment of the discount to the product in the sales order, or assignment of freight amount to the product in the sales order, or any other excise duties, or all prices, all discounts, all freight will be taken care by the function called pricing procedure. And then we also understood that when we execute the sales order, system also performs incompletion control process or incompletion procedure. So what it will do, it will make sure this incompletion control functionality will make sure that we maintain all the mandatory fields, or we maintain all the mandatory information which is required later point of time, which is required for the delivery or which is required for the billing process later point of time. And also we understood that system performs a function called availability check. That means when you try to create a sales order, when you are executing the sales order, after entering the quantity, the system has to verify whether the stock is available for this product or not. So that, or the system also has to take care of like making sure that the products are available, for the given delivery date. That means the availability check functionality, takes care of the responsibility. Availability check functionality takes care of the responsibility to assign the required quantity to the sales order. That it will take care. And also we understood that during the sales order, system also takes care of transferring the requirements, whatever the requirements we got from the customer, from the S&D side, that is sales and distribution side. That requirement has to be transferred to the respective departments. So that also will be taken care by the transfer of requirement functionality during the sales order. And also system can perform a function called credit management. So that means when you execute the sales order, system need to verify whether customer is having any outstanding amount or not, or whether the customer is exceeding the credit limit or not. Like this, all the credit monitoring activity has to be taken care by the credit management during the sales order. And also revenue account determination. So that is account determination. So whenever you create a sales order, system need to make sure what revenues goes to which account, or what revenue should go and sit in which account, because we cannot keep all the revenues under one account, right? So in order to accommodate different revenues, sometimes we might be having export revenue, domestic revenue, or sometimes we have like service revenue, or we have some kind of products which needs some special attention from the accounting side. So like this, all the accounting determination related things will be taken care by the system during the sales order process. And also system can take the responsibility of determining the partners. So partners, who is the ship to party, who should be the bill to party, who should be the payer, who should be the sold to party. So all the partners should be determined during the sales order. So that also will be taken care by the partner determination while creating the sales order. And also material determination. So sometimes if the customer places one order, so due to some reasons, due to some special reasons, you may want to promote some other product, or you may not have the stock, you want to propose some existing product which is having the stock. So like this, that function also you perform. That means this also can be taken care by the system during the sales order processing. So that means the point, the concept, what you need to understand at this moment is, during the sales order process, there are different functions, there are different functionalities executed by the system. Because of these functions are called, and these functionalities are called as basic functions in SAP SD. All these functions are called as basic functions. So pricing is one of the basic function, because these are the basic things to execute a sales process for any client. So that's why we are calling as a basic functions. Pricing is basic function, incomplete process is basic function, availability check is basic function, and transfer of requirements, credit management, revenue account determination, partner determination, and material determination. These are all the different basic functions executed by the system during the sales order process. So now we need to know how each and every function, will execute. We need to know how each and every function, because when I say pricing procedure or pricing determination, it is not easy task, because there are thousands of products in the business. Or if you look at Microsoft kind of company, there are millions of products in the companies, or mostly it's thousands of the products, 100,000 products, 200,000 products, or 300,000 products. So when you are dealing with thousands of the products, there are different prices what will take into consideration. So all 1,000 products, all 100,000 products may not having the same price. So product one is one price, product 2 is different price, product 3 is another price. And also there are many discounts what you take into account. And sometimes you need to charge the freight from the customer. Sometimes you need to make the duty for the export or import. Like this, there are different discounts, there are different duties, there are different freights, there are different prices what you have to take into consideration. And it is a very big task to the system. It is a very big task to the system to assign the correct price to the correct product. It is a very big task to the system to assign the correct price to the correct product in the system during the sales order process. So that is the reason the pricing holds very high importance in SAP SD module, because without pricing you cannot say you are SAP SD consultant. Without having the knowledge of pricing, we never claim that we are SAP SD consultant. Pricing is the basic function, a basic functionality which every SD consultant should know about from the beginning to ending. And in the same way, it has such a very complex mechanism which exists in the SD module for the pricing functionality. Okay, so that's what we are going to start in the today's class, pricing procedure. Okay, so let me start. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I was looking for one of the PPT which I prepared, but it looks it's not opening. But okay, I will send it later. So that's not a problem. Let me explain. Go to the sales order. Okay, so I'm going to create a sales order. So when I create a sales order, what we are doing? So we are specifying the order type, and then we are specifying the sales organization, and then specifying the distribution channel, and we are entering the sales division. So this is what we are doing. Okay. After doing this, so what we are doing, we are selecting the material. So we are selecting the material. Is it our material? No, right? Okay. Okay. So now you just tell me in a very, very simple way. It's not very complex. When you think about the pricing, in any business, what are the different factors we take into consideration for determining the price? So
Price,
The
tax.
volume of business.
Okay, not volume, not the tax, Vijay and Umera. Like I'm talking about only price. Okay, just price of the product. Okay, I mean, how can we? What are the different ways which we can set up the prices for the product? What criteria generally?
Discounts.
No, price, Umera, just price.
Okay.
So what are the different elements that determine the price? I mean, like, do we? Okay, I will ask the question so that you will understand what I mean. So, do we charge the same price for all the customer?
No.
No, right? That means that what does it mean? Customer is one of the element. Okay, some customers will be less price, some customers will be more price. Okay, and then so do you think all the materials have the same price? No, right? So the price for the material varies from one material to other material. And can you think? And also it is like this. So do you charge the same price for all the areas?
No, it differs.
So that means like based on the area. So even if you can see that, so there is a product in Amazon. If they sell in India, it is one price. The same product, if they sell in US, it is different product. That means based on the organizational units, like it could be based on the like sales organization, or it could be based on the sales area. That means, for example, do you charge the same price if you do the direct marketing door to door, or if you do the wholesale business or if you do the retail business, do you charge the same price?
No.
No, right? Because we charge one price for the retailer, we charge one price for the distributor, or we charge one more price for the dealer. That means you tell me what are the different elements like which we can use while deciding the price. You can say organizational units, right? The price varies from the based on the area where you are selling, like based on the sales organization, based on the division, based on the distribution channel, right? It varies, right? Where price varies from the one sales organization to the other sales organization, one distribution channel to the other distribution channel, and one division to the other division, the price varies. And also from one customer to the other customer, the price varies. And from one material to the other material, the price varies. And also there are some other factors. Sometimes if you are shipping from one shipping point, okay, and you can charge one, because if it is very convenient for you, you charge less. Or if you are, whereas if you are shipping from other plant or other shipping point, obviously you wanted to charge more, right? Am I correct or not?
Yes, Venkat.
So what does it mean? That means there are many elements. There are many elements. There are many fields. You can say in SAP terminology, there are different fields, or the different elements, or different parameters which determines price from one situation to the other situation. Okay, just keep it in mind. Okay, and then now do we have the price here for the sales order? So you can see here, if the price is already there, what you can see the net value, because the price is calculated based on the quantity and the price of the product. It will multiply and show the value in the net value. So, and let me show you this. If you want to see what is the price for this product, then what you have to do, you have to select each line item, because if a sales order is having 10 products, do you think all the 10 products have the same price, or do you think all the 10 products have the same discount? No, right? Each and every item is having different requirements and different prices. Then you can select here. 1 minute, okay? 1 minute. Okay. So you can select the line item. You can select the line item and double click on it. You can double click on it. So if you double click on it, it goes to the item data. Okay, it has different tabs like item. In the item data, sales data, A, sales data, B, shipping data, billing data, account assignment, conditions, and all that. If you want to see the specific to the price information, you can go to the conditions. What condition it is? Pricing conditions. All the pricing related. Pricing means like you can see your discounts, you can see your freight, you can see your tax. Tax also sometimes will be there, right? You can see your tax, you can see your freight, you can see your duties. Okay, anything you can see under the conditions. So if we go and see here, do we have the price here? So you see you can only see the quantity for this item 10, and you don't see the tax, you don't see the net value. That means the price is not there. Okay, so what does it mean? That means for this product we did not, it means for this product we did not maintain any price records. That's what it means, right? So why it is not able to show? The main basic reason should be, or the main basic reason could be, we might not maintain the price record, right? So what you need, when the system can catch it, or do you think you want to assign every time manually? Do you think you want to assign the price every time manually? Go here and enter PR00. PR00 is the basic price condition type. PR00 is the basic price. Okay, because in any transaction, for a given transaction, we can have the price, we can have the discount, we can have the freight, we can have the tax. Okay, we can have the excise duties and all, right? Out of all, for the price, the basic condition type. That means okay, you will be learning in few minutes, I don't know, by tomorrow, what is condition type. Okay, the basic condition which we use for maintaining the price for a sales order is, we call something called PR00, that is condition type. Okay, and then you can specify $1,000 like this. Okay, so now what happens? So you enter the price $1,000. Each product you entered price as $1,000. That means, right, if you maintain PR00 1,000 means system understood that one product is $1,000. And then what is the net value? 10 multiplied by 1,000, $10,000, 10,000 US dollars. So this is. So now why the price came? Because you manually enter. So do you think, is it really possible, or is it really good idea every time go to the sales order and enter the price for each? For example, if you have like 100 sales orders per day, and each sales order is having 20 products, 20 items, do you think that someone sits in the office and go to the each sales order and select the each line item and enter the price and save it? Do you think is it like this happens in the organization?
No.
No, right? It is not like that. It's because, you know, the 90% of the times the sales orders are created automatically in the background. The users will not create directly day by day. 90% of the companies, 90% of the organizations or the clients, the orders will be automatically created in the background jobs. We schedule the background jobs, batch jobs or background jobs in the background, so that will take care. Whatever the orders due for creation, the background job automatically create the orders, and expectation is system automatically assign the price to the product in the sales order. Yes, that is the expectation, right? Vijay, right? That is the expectation. So that way, entering the price manually is once in a while it is okay. If system is having some issue, like once a week or once a 10 days, if any issues, it is okay. But every time, for every sales order, for every item, we cannot assign prices manually. So that means what it should work, how it should work. So it should work in an automatic way, in the automatic way. So in order to automate the pricing process for the sales orders, in order to automate pricing process during the sales order or during the billing, what happens? SAP has given a functionality called pricing procedure. SAP has given a functionality called pricing procedure. So how the pricing procedure will work? The pricing procedure will work with the help of condition technique methodology. That means there is a methodology called condition technique in SAP. Condition technique. There is a methodology, or there is a method, or there is a mechanism called condition technique. So with the help of the condition technique methodology, or with the help of the condition technique mechanism, SAP SD pricing procedure will work. So that is what we are going to discuss. Now, what is pricing procedure and what is condition technique? How the condition technique will help the pricing procedure determination during the sales processing or during the billing processing. So that is what we are going to discuss. So let us talk about what is methodology. So methodology is a step-by-step process, right? Generally, methodology consists of different step-by-step process. So that means in the similar way, in order to derive the price for a product in the sales order, in order to determine the price for a product in the sales order, what SAP is doing, SAP provided a condition technique, which is a condition methodology, consists of different steps which we need to execute, which we need to configure, which we need to maintain in the background, so that system will execute the pricing, system will determine the pricing during the sales order. That means if you complete the pricing procedure determination configuration, if you maintain pricing procedure determination configuration with the help of the condition technique methodology or condition technique mechanism, so that system is in a position to determine the price for a product in the sales order. Even if you have 100 products in a sales order, even if you have 1,000 products in a sales order, if you maintain the pricing with the help of the condition technique methodology, the system can easily determine prices for all the 1,000 products in the sales order, and even the system can determine the prices for all the 1,000 products in the billing document as well. So that is how it works. So because of that reason, we need to understand how the pricing works, how the pricing procedure works with the help of the condition technique in SAP SD module. So that is our main goal. Okay. So let me go to the system. Go to the configuration. So basically, the order creation, transactional data creation, and master data creation. Transactional data creation and master data creation will take care by the business users. Okay, we don't create the master data as a SD consultant. We do not create the master data, or we do not create the transactions. We don't create the sales orders in the production. Okay, in the production system. Business users, that means end users or power users or business process owners, they are only responsible. They are the only responsible people to create a master data like customer master, material master, or the transactional data like sales order, delivery, billing, goods issue, these kind of transactions. Okay, but what is our role? Our role is design the system, set up the system, by doing all the configurations, by doing all the enhancements, modifications, by providing the reports and all, so that the business users can able to run the system. In order to business users to run the system in a smooth way, all the background settings, all the background configurations, all the background developments will be taken care by the consultants. Will be taken care by the consultant like you and me. Okay, so that is what the consultant responsibility. But at the same time, you may have the question, Venkat, do we never create the order, or do we never create that master data? Not like that. We do, but in the quality system and the development system. That means, for example, whenever you design the price, or whenever you design the price, or whenever you design any mechanism, how do you know whether it is working good or not? So without checking, you just wanted to give it to your business users, or without checking, you just want to give it to your business people, or you want to move the changes to the production system? No, right? We need to make sure, right? As a SAP SD functional consultant, or as a SAP SD functional architect, or functional consultant, or advisory consultant, whatever the role is yours, whatever the role it is, okay? You need to design the system. There is a three different landscape. Development system, I already explained it. if you go to any organization, the minimum three-tier, I mean, not the three, it's not called three-tier. The landscape is like this. Okay. Any system, the landscape is like this. If you go to any client, the minimum landscape has three systems: development system, quality system, and production system. So in the development system, what we do all the configurations, we do all the design, Let me explain here. I think we have this somewhere. Okay, we have development system, and then quality system, and then production system. Some companies they may have like one more system called UAT system. That system is specially designed for users for performing the user acceptance testing. Whenever you develop, it is like this. In general, we do all the configurations, we do all the developments in the development system, and then we check everything. So once you design the price, we create a number of sales orders. We have to spend so much time, whether it is working or not. You have to take into consideration all the scenarios, like whether pricing is working for one customer, whether the pricing is working for other customers, or whether the pricing is working for like all the materials or not, whether the pricing is working for all the sales areas or not. So like this, you have to, once you design any item, once you design any configuration, any function, you have to do so much testing in the development system. And once you feel that it is good, once you feel that the design is good and it is working very well in the development system, then what we do, we move those changes to the quality system. And in the quality system, one more time you test, make sure all the testing scenarios are working, and then if everything good, and you can demonstrate your testing of quality to your business users or the process owners, and if they are okay, you can deploy to the production system. So this is the production system. So once it is moved to the production system, then your business users start working. Your business users start using the new design what you made. Unless and until the changes come to the production system, the business users will not work on it. Okay? As SAP consultants, we take the responsibility of designing the things and testing. And again, testing in the quality. And everything is fine, move to production system. And here, the business users will start working with that function what you design. Okay? That is how it works. And sometimes in some clients, they may have different one more system, UAT. Sometimes in other clients, they may have like a sandbox, okay, which is just for playing in the sense to make the changes to at any extent. So if the sandbox, nobody is going to restrict anything. Whatever the scenario you want to execute, okay, even if your business is not using that function, you can design that, you can configure that in the sandbox. Okay, so sometimes some other clients may having some other it's called integration testing system. To perform the integration testing, they use in a different system. But the basic landscape is development, quality, and production. And most of the time we design the thing, all the times we design the things in the development system and test it and move to the quality and test it and finally move to the production. And even after moving the production, you can verify it. Sometimes even if it is not good idea to test, but if in case you just need to make sure once you move it, you just need to make sure whether it's still working in the production also, but maybe because the data, the thing is, the production system is the system which has all the actual data, all the actual data, all the real data, or it has everything. But whereas the quality and development, you don't have all the data, you don't have the up-to-date data. Okay, that means if the production system is up to date, so the data in the production system is available till today, till this moment, till this second, okay, till this moment. But whereas the quality and development, it is not having data till this moment, because once in a month or once in 3 months, once in a month or once in 3 months, we move the production data to quality and development for the testing purpose. That means the quality system may have the data till last month. That means whatever the data we created all this 1 month, it may not have the data, because we copy the production data, we copy the production system data to the quality system on a periodic basis. Once in every month, you copy the data. So that means whatever that, if you copy the data last month, let us say February 28th, you copy the data February 29th, last month, and last day. That means all these 14 days data will not be available in the quality system. Okay, that is the limitation. But whereas if you come to the production, you have everything till the second. So that is the reason the behavior of the system may be little different. Mostly it is same. If you test perfectly, if you test nicely without missing any scenario, any case, if you consider all the cases, it will work in the production system. Even on the top of it, very few cases, there will be a problem even after testing. Sometimes we may have some issues in the production. So that's the reason, even after deploying to the production, you need to make sure everything is good. You need to make sure that your client is also able to make the transactions, or you can check with them, you can get the feedback kind of thing. Okay, that is how it works. And okay, what I'm explaining, pricing, right? Okay, so that is, the design is done in the development system. Now we are getting into the system to see how we can configure the pricing. So where to go to the configurations?
SPRO.
So we need to go to the SPRO. So and then, so we are responsible for the sales and distribution, right? Basic functions, pricing and pricing control. Okay. So as I already mentioned, pricing control or pricing procedure will work based on condition technique. So condition technique is the key element which is controlling most of the basic functions. That means the condition technique functionality, the condition technique methodology, or the condition technique functionality is not only being used for the pricing. Please keep in mind, condition technique methodology is not only used in the pricing. The same condition technique methodology or the condition technique method is also being used in the other functionalities as well. Okay, other functionalities as well. So we can use that condition technique methodology for for the free goods also. We can use the condition technique methodology for the free goods determination. Whenever you wanted to determine the free goods in the sales order, for example, customer placed one product, but you wanted to add a free good if customer reaches certain quantity. If customer places 100 products in his order, what you can say, you can order one product as a free good, right? So that means that kind of free goods functionality or the free goods process also we use condition technique methodology. Okay, and not only for the free goods, even if you go to output determination, output determination output determination means output determination means uh, when you complete the sales order, when you complete the delivery, or when you complete the billing, what is the basic requirement we do when you confirm the order to customer, or when you create an order, when the Amazon creates an order for you, when Amazon creates an order for you, what they do? Immediately they send the order confirmation, right?
Yes, Venkat.
And also when they start the shipping, they send the shipping notification, right? Saying that our shipping has started and the delivery will be, the product will be delivered on so and so date. The shipping notification, right? Okay. And also once the billing is done, and so what we need to do, they provide the invoice also to you, right? Or in generally what happens, you need to send the invoice data to your customer. Am I correct? Okay, so in order to send all these communications, what we do, we use a concept of output determination. So we, by using the functionality of output determination, we can send the communication to all the customers, all the people. Okay, so that means even for the output determination also we use the condition technique methodology. So that means if you understand pricing very well, if you understand the pricing with condition technique, then it will be easy for you to understand. It will be easy for you to understand other functionalities which are using the same condition technique methodology. Okay, so that's what I mean. Let me go back. Okay. So basically, condition technique is a methodology. Condition technique is a like a searching strategy. Condition technique is a search strategy, or condition technique is a searching methodology to find out right condition, to find out right condition among various things, various price conditions. It is like this. It is like this. For example, whenever you are creating a sales order, try to understand. Whenever you are creating a sales order, and your sales order, your sales order has what? The sales order has sales document type, and sales order has sales organization, distribution channel, division. Let me write here. It's very important to make you understand. Okay. So in your sales order, Okay, so in sales order, what are the different parameters we have? Like for example, uh, sales organization we have distribution channel. Okay, we have division, and also we have customer, we have material. Okay, and we have like other even shipping point. Some, these are all different parameters, and we have plant also. So when you maintain the price, what I told you a few minutes back, you can maintain the price. For example, if you have different sales organizations, okay, sales organization 2000, sales organization 3000, sales organization 4000, okay, and distribution channel 20, distribution channel, come on, 30, distribution channel 40, okay, and then division 30, sorry, so let us say division 20 and division 20, division 30 here, and division we have like different divisions, division 40, okay. So and now what you can do, and you have customer XYZ, we have this customer, and we have product ABC, and we have plant 2000 and shipping point 2000. So now the point is, so how many ways you can maintain? For example, if I take out this one and put here for this product, okay. So for the product ABC, I can maintain, okay, $100. I can maintain $100 at this level with this combination. If the sales organization is this, distribution channel is this, and the division is this, and the customer is this, and let me take out this for time being, just for 2 minutes. Okay, so you can maintain the product price is, you can say the material ABC price is $100 if sales organization is this. That means if the sales order contains, if the sales order is creating for this sales organization, this distribution channel, this division, and if this customer, so how much you are saying that the price is $100, right? This is one variant, or this is one set. And then you can say, and the same ABC product, if you are selling to sales organization 3000, distribution channel 30, division 30, and customer PQR. Okay, the customer name is PQR, and you are saying that the product is $120. Okay, in the similar way, same product, if the sales organization is 4000, distribution channel is 40, and the division is also 40, and the customer is 123. The customer name is 123. Then you can say the price is $110. So that means this is what we maintain in the system, right? So in the real world, this is how you store the records. This is how you maintain the price. In the background, we maintain the price like this, right? Am I correct? We maintain the price records.
Yes, Venkat.
Okay. And now whenever you start creating the sales order, try to understand. Whenever you start creating the sales order, based on, for example, if you go to the sales order, did I close? Okay. If you go to the sales order, if you go to the sales order, so when the system try to assign the price for this product, what it can look for what is my, based on this, it can look for what is my sales organization, what is my distribution channel, what is my division, and who is my customer. It has to look for those 4 parameters, right? So for that reason, what it do, it will go and check, is my sold to party is the same as not or not, and then it goes to sales organization. Is my sales organization is XYZ or not? Is my distribution channel is XYZ or not? Is my division is XYZ or not? Or is my sales office is XYZ or not? So like this, whenever you have multiple options, whenever you have multiple prices, whenever you have multiple price records, multiple prices available for a product, the system should be in a position to choose the correct one based on your elements, based on your order data. Am I correct or not? The responsibility of the system is, the responsibility of pricing is, whenever you have multiple options, whenever you have multiple price records, it should be in a position to select the correct one among others. Am I correct or not? Umaira, Swati.
Yes, Venkat, that's correct.
Okay. So now, how it is possible for the system? It is possible for the system with the help of the condition technique. So what is condition technique? Condition technique is a search methodology, searching strategy. Condition technique is a search strategy to find the right condition, among the various pricing conditions. So for whenever you have multiple things, if it is only one, it is easy to the system simply assign it. But it is not the case in the real time. In the real case, there will be multiple prices, there will be multiple condition records, price records. So then the system should be in a position to choose the right one. So to perform that activity, what we use the functionality called condition technique in the pricing. So if you use the condition technique methodology, it can search the right price among all the available prices. So condition technique is a methodology, okay, which has the search capability or the searching strategy, and then choose the right price. So that is what we use. Okay, according to the condition technique condition technique methodology, what we do or what we need to do in any functionality, even in the pricing or output or free goods, everywhere it is the same. So if any SAP functionality is using pricing, if any SAP functionality is using condition technique, means it is like this. It starts with defining the condition tables. And then defining the condition type, and then defining the access sequence, and then these are the basic, okay, defining the condition tables, defining the condition types, defining the access sequence, and then this step is same, concept is same, but the description changes. So since it is pricing, it says define and assign the pricing process. In free goods, that the same process is there, but the description changes for the free goods. Even for the output also changes. But for any functionality which is using the condition technique, defining the condition table is a default configuration. Defining the condition types is a default configuration. Defining the access sequence is a default configuration. Okay, and I would like to start tomorrow morning. What is condition table? How to define the condition table? What is condition type? We will discuss tomorrow. Okay, please join tomorrow same time. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Venkat, I have a question. I was wondering why this particular function is under sales and distribution. Shouldn't it be maintaining by financial department?
Which one, pricing?
Yeah, the pricing stuff.
No. Pricing is responsible for the sales and distribution. The sales people, they know the pulse. They know the pulse of the customer. So who knows the pulse of
Because
the customer? Salespeople, right? The finance people, they don't know what is the pulse, what is the customer behavior, right? At what price customer can buy. They may not be knowing, right? As a
yeah,
sales,
but because the material master is created by financial department, right?
no.
No, sorry, the production planning.
And not like that. Material master, it is like this. Material master is one of the master record which is being maintained by many departments. I will show you. If I go to any material master, you can see here basic data, sales data, purchasing data. This is not having all the, let me try to create so that you can understand. Okay, so we have basic data, we have sales data, and then we have purchasing data, and then we have MRP data, and we have plant storage data, we have accounting data, costing data. So that means the material master is not maintained by a single department. Okay, but ownership
Okay.
goes to production and materials management. Either it goes to the production or materials management based on the industry, based on the company to company. But sales people, sales department is responsible to maintain S&D department, S&D module, sales and distribution module is responsible to maintain the data in the sales organization 1, sales organization 2, and sales general plan data. And then production and purchasing people. Production and purchasing people are the responsible to maintain purchasing data, MRP1 data, MRP2 data, MRP3 data, MRP4 data. And plant maintenance department, plant maintenance module, PM module, are responsible for the general plan data 1, general plan data 1 storage data, and general plan data storage data 2. This. And accounting people, finance side, accounting 1 and accounting 2. Costing people, costing 1 and 2. Like this, it is the material master data is being shared by all the modules of SAP, all the modules. Okay, but the basic data is responsible. Basic data is common for every module. The basic data in material master is shared by every module, but all other data is individual. Sales and distribution, these three tabs. MM and PM, PP. MM and PP, these 5 tabs. And PM module, these 2 tabs. Accounting, these 2 tabs. Costing, these 2 tabs. Like this. Okay, Vijay? I wake.
Yes, okay. Thanks, Venkat.
No problem. Thank you. So, any other questions? Okay. Take care. See you tomorrow morning. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Venkat.
Thank you.